everyone, I'm Sarah. Thanks for joining me for my 3-day sneak peek into coaching. I hope that through this I can answer any questions or curiosity you might have about coaching. So to start out tonight, I'm just going to do a short video just to kind of tell you a little bit about my story and how I was introduced to coaching. So to start off, I think it's just important that I share I have such poor willpower when it comes to food. I have very poor self-discipline. I have a sweet tooth like you wouldn't believe. And it's definitely been evident throughout my life because I've always struggled with my weight. It's always been up and down, and I never really viewed weight loss in a healthy way like I should have. It was more a goal to be skinny than to be healthy. So, even as an adolescent, I remember going to the doctor being 160 pounds in 5th grade. And, that's just very unhealthy for a child of that age. And my doctor, he made it very clear it was very important that I lost weight. And his tool for me to lose weight was to put my fork down in between bites. And it was not helpful at all for a kid of that age. That wasn't enough tools to be successful. So in junior high, I think I pretty much stayed the same weight, but I grew, so it was better. In high school, I started to gain a little bit again, and I knew I had a better idea of how to be healthy, and so I started Weight Watchers, which was really good. It was successful. I lost quite a bit of weight on Weight Watchers. I felt a lot better about myself, but I still wasn't healthy. I was just still eating the junk, but less of it. So I was losing the weight, but I wasn't getting that stuff out of my diet, the sugar and those kind of things. So when I went off to college, I was eating less of the junk, but I hadn't really weaned it out. So when I went back to college, I went back to all those bad habits, and I gained all the way back plus more. And I lost a little bit before my wedding, pretty much through I kind of did a little bit of Weight Watchers and just started to exercise more. So I lost a little bit before my wedding, and then I gained some after I got married. Then I had 2 babies, and in between the 2 pregnancies, I didn't work out at all during either pregnancy. I might have walked a little bit, but that was it. And in between the 2 pregnancies, I remember always thinking, I really need to exercise. I need to get back to the shape I used to be in, but I didn't. I think I exercised about 5 times maybe in between the 2 kids. And my second pregnancy was just so uncomfortable. My body strength was very weak, just from going through, one pregnancy and the postpartum and not doing anything to get that strength back. So after Leah was born, it had been a long stretch since I had exercised. And when she was born, I was like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get healthy. I'm going to exercise. Well, Leah made it very easy for me because we soon found out she was about 3 weeks old that she had extreme dietary sensitivities. So I was forced to eliminate a lot of foods from my diet so I could breastfeed and her still be comfortable. And I naturally lost a lot of weight. And, I nursed her for about 16 months. So for 16 months, I had a very clean diet. I lost over probably 30 pounds, 38 pounds maybe from the time that I started that when she was about 3 weeks old until I stopped nursing. And I felt great. I never felt so good in my life. I had so much energy, especially for having a new baby. And, I didn't even have a 2-year-old at the time. Grace wasn't even quite 2 yet. For having 2 little ones, and I had more energy than I had before I had kids. And I felt excellent, and I knew what it meant to be healthy. But I was doing it for Leah, not so much for myself. But through it, I did start to really develop a passion for healthy eating and nutrition, and I could really see its importance because I saw it in my own life. I saw what a change it made in me. And we went to a nutritionist, and she really educated me a lot on food and how food is really a form of medicine and how it can really help you with any medical problems you have. And it was very evident through Leah that was clear. And then at 16 months, I stopped nursing Leah, and I no longer was doing it for Leah. I had to do it for myself, and that's where the lack of willpower kicked in. I didn't make myself say no. If I was at a party and I wanted to have 2 pieces of cake, I would eat 2 pieces of cake, whereas before I couldn't because Leah couldn't have that. Through my milk, that would make her sick. And so that's where the lack of willpower just kicked back in, and I went right back to the way I was. I had gained, before I started coaching for Beachbody, I had gained back probably about 12 pounds, and I could feel myself turning back into that person that I really did not want to become again. Not because I didn't want to gain the weight back, but I didn't want to feel like that person again. And I didn't want to be that kind of example for my girls or for my husband. And so throughout the process of that 2 years, that 16 months that I was eating that way with Leah, I really followed a lot of people on Facebook on, wholesome eating and gluten-free and things like that. And I ran across some Beachbody coaches, and I always enjoyed following them, but it was definitely nothing for me. That's what I always told my husband, like, this is so cool. Like, these people they make money off this. And I was always curious, like, how do you make money off coaching? So in January, I did reach out to someone, and this is, I was starting to slip back into my old ways, and I was like, I need something to get back on track. And she kind of filled me in a little bit about coaching, and I thought it was great, but I went and I never responded to her. I kind of put it on the back burner and didn't think much about it. And then we had, some issues with my daughter's health, and we were in and out. We were in the hospital for a while. We had lots of testing going on, and the stress made it even worse. I didn't care about my diet at all. I was so worried about her that I totally stopped caring for myself, and I didn't feel good at all. And so my friend started the 21-day fix, and I was like, I should really do this with you. So I started the 21-day fix eating plan, and I loved it. I liked it even better than Weight Watchers, and I was a diehard for Weight Watchers. I would recommend that to everybody, and Weight Watchers is still great, but this plan is awesome for me. They use these color-coded containers, and it was perfect. And I said to my friend, we should be coaches. Like, it would really be great. It would give us the accountability, and that's kind of what led to it. Is I just knew that I needed the accountability of other girls or women or men trying to reach their weight loss journey, and through helping them, it makes me be accountable. And so that's why I initially signed up. I signed up because I wanted to have the accountability. Well, through doing that, I started my first challenge group, and in the process, I had lost about 8 of the pounds that I had gained back. So, sitting here today, I'm still not back to where I was. I'm still not at my goal, but I'm working hard to get there. And that's the beauty of being a coach, is you're just in the process of reaching your goals. And in the works of it, you're helping others. And so I started my first challenge group, and I have had such great results with these women, and it's just been great to be able to help them and see them grow and see their confidence grow. So initially going into this, it was simply more of a selfish, I need accountability. Through me being a coach, it will make me, it'll make me accountable. And then it came to, well, this is great, being able to help other people on their fitness journey. And it was a great win-win for me and for others. So I've loved the experience, and that's where I am now, as I've been running challenge groups. And that's been going wonderful. People are getting great results. I've fallen in love with Shakeology. I do a shake every day because it's my treat. Like I said, I have the sweet tooth, so that helps to curb it, which is important for me. And now I'm just helping others to build a team of coaches who can help others. So whether it's because you need accountability, or you need weight loss, or you need maybe extra financial help, the opportunities are just endless with Beachbody. You can do so much with it. So stay tuned for tomorrow night's video. I have good stuff for you guys, and I promise I will keep every video short because I know you're all busy. So definitely under 10 minutes, and I'm doing good because we're at 8.5. So thanks for listening, and I know each of you probably have a beautiful story to tell too. So feel free below to comment on a little bit about yourself and your journey, and where you've been, or however much you feel comfortable sharing. So thanks, ladies. Have a good night.